Well, hello and welcome, people of the internet, to the grave, the Wildlands of Faenora. This is a new tactics RPG roguelite that is more squad-based than it is unit-based. So if you've played any of these other tactics RPGs like Tactics Ogre, Unicorn Overlord, Suikoden, what's the other one that always comes to mind? Suikoden and Aiden Chronicle. That's the newer one. That was kind of a Suikoden successor. You're going to be kind of familiar with this format. So it's more squad based. So it's more putting units on a grid. And while you can do some active combat in the beginning of the game, I think it makes a lot more sense to actually just put it on auto, just to kind of grind through the game, because you do have to kind of grind through in order to progress your main character. And of course, unlock some stuff along the way and all that. So we're going to check this one out. It is still in an alpha demo, so keep that in mind as we go through this. But overall, if you're looking for that kind of combat in a roguelite, this one might be up your alley to keep an eye on. So let's go ahead and jump into the Wildlands of Faenora. Go ahead, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and have some fun. So, played game. We're going to continue on where my run is. And we'll jump right in. So when a run starts, there's three different things we can do. We can either go into the item cache, which honestly is almost, I think, always the correct option. The items are very powerful in this game, and you don't really get a whole lot of them. There's choose recruits. Now, if we go into this route, we can choose what characters we want to bring along with us. If we don't go with this, it's going to be completely random, and we just have to deal with what we got, or we can get additional battle XP. I'm going to go for the item cache here so we can see what we actually get here. And we are given, what? Hopefully some weapons. Salve, hunting bow, corded belt, and broadsword. Okay, so we do have a little bit of mixed damage here. Nice. And I am actually totally okay with this setup. Sometimes you can get some really weird squads with just like 5 archers. That's not super great. As the game is right now, where the classes lie, it's a little bit minimal. I do hope that they spread out the classes a bit. And there's a little bit of strangeness when it comes to the archer class, which I'm hoping is just, you know, some weirdness from the demo, because if we look into promotion here, yeah, the archer promotes into cleric and witch. I'm not sure if that's correct, because if we come over here to the cleric, you can see here that the cleric is upgraded from the archer. So I'm not exactly sure why that is. That's a little bit of weirdness. But if we go into our melee units here and take a look, they can go into the knight. I have not unlocked fighter yet, and paladin and ronin are not unlocked yet. Now we do have our main character here. So the main character is kind of what you're grinding. So you can see that I'm level 6, whereas everyone else is level 1. So your main character, and you can actually change how your character looks. So if you're looking to do that, you totally can customize there. So ultimately, because if your main character dies, you lose the run. So the stronger your main character gets, the better your runs are going to be in the future. But gear and stuff does not come with you. Now, you see up here, battle actions. This is kind of the initiative system. The initiative system is not super clear how exactly it's working, but based on where you put your units, first of all, it's going to indicate what their attack is. So like if I were to put my main unit back here in the very back, why can't, there we go, you got to drag it. So now he's doing magic damage, but he's going to basically, do twice as many actions as other units. So I'm actually going to put my archers in the back, and you can see here that they obviously prefer being in the back. So we'll do that. We'll put our unit here, we'll put here and here. And actually, I don't want to do that. So we're actually going to just do 2 columns. Basically, enemies are going to attack enemies that are in front first. So I want to put my melee units up front, and then I'll put my cleric. I'm actually going to put my cleric in the way back because I really don't want my cleric to die. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and equip our weapons here. So I'm actually gonna, I think, give, let's see, is this one our inventory? No, that's classes. There's our inventory. Broadsword, attack plus 22. So we'll equip that right here. Corded belt is attack plus 25. We'll go ahead and put that on one of our units up front. And then hunting bow, we'll obviously put that on our archer here. And then we also have skills. So the farther up we level, we're going to get additional skills. Right now we have Phoenix Blade, which is going to attack a row of enemies. We also have, what do we have over here? We have Rush, that stuns targets. And over here we have Magic Arrow. Now, archers can actually only hit enemies in the back line. The exception to that, it's a little bit weird how it actually works, and then clerics obviously have a heal. The exception to that is basically, so each grid is going to be, let's see, we're just going to do a fight here. I think I have it set to auto. So basically there's a grid here, and you can see how this grid is split up. So this unit over here is actually in the second row. If there are units in different columns, so for example, the archers are not necessarily going to have to attack this unit because there's no one in front of it. The archers have to attack this square, this square, then this square, then this square, if there are units in all three of the squares in the column. If there's only one unit, they can attack that unit. So we did get a victory. Nice, we get some experience. Oh, we also got a dagger. Nice. So hopefully that adds some attack power to our frontline units. I am going to, I honestly forgot what the training dummy does. I know that this is where we can promote. I guess it's just free. So if it's just free, I'm definitely just bringing you up to a knight, which is eventually going to give you the ability to taunt. Now, I do wish I had fighter unlocked, as I would make our other class here into a fighter, probably. But I think I'm going to do this just in order to give you a bunch of extra HP. I can worry about upgrading my archers later, because I have 2 out of 2, so I can't promote again. I do want to make one of these a witch, so that way we get a little bit of magic damage going. Let's try, you know what? Let's try an event. Let's see if we can get something out of this other than a fight. Okay, so healing spring, so we could either revive a unit or just heal all. We get like 4 points of healing out of there. Probably would have been better suited there to actually go in for a fight. And okay, we're just going to promote here again. So let's promote into a witch, which is going to give us some more HP and actually a lot of everything, a little bit of magic. So let's do that. Again, a little bit weird that an archer goes into healing classes. I definitely wish that these would be spread out a little bit more. Obviously, I would like an actual archer tree so I could level up the archer, because right now I'm just going to leave her as archer. There's not a whole lot of else I really want to do with her. But I think that they definitely need to go a lot. I'm okay with the vertical class progression. I'm definitely not doing elite right now. Elites are super tough. I need more gear. The vertical progression with 2 promotions, I think, is totally fine. It's the horizontal. I think there just needs to be a wider range of classes, especially with the fact that archers essentially don't have a promotion tree, it feels like. So really, there's only, actually, now that I think about it, there's only 2 promotions. I was thinking there was 3 because there was the cleric, but the cleric is off of the archer tree. So really, it's just a melee and archer class, and that's it. So definitely needs to be more class diversity. Now, in order to use their active abilities, you can see here that classes have this charge bar underneath them. And once you get kind of this weird sparkly effect, that means that they have an ability that they can use. Now, if the game is on auto, you're not actually, they're not going to automatically use their skills. So you kind of have to queue them up, select them, and then you'll be able to use their skills. So if I wanted to use Phoenix Blade here, I could line up an attack here and use my Phoenix Blade attack. And again, it's on a row, so I can't hit both of these guys, but we do big damage. We do have some more damage up here. The downside of this system, because I can only target, oh, I can target multiple. Okay, I stand corrected. I was going to say the downside is that I can't, like, because I don't know who's going to attack next, I can't line this up. For whatever reason, when I was playing before, I didn't even think about the fact that I could click multiple. That's just some brain dead action from me there. Flame Wall. So is this going to hit a row? It is going to hit a row. How much damage is this going to do? Okay damage. We have an extra skill here, so we can heal plus. Let's go ahead and nice, so we get to heal a row. So we can heal both our knights. And then we have Magic Arrow, which we can do, which wasn't very strong. Some of the enemies, like, this enemy is super defensive, and he's very tough to get through, which, again, is one of those reasons why I feel like you definitely need to grind to get your main character, like, really strong. Let's go ahead and queue up their skills. Although they did just go. Oh, nice crit. Nice crit. I think the overall progression scaling, because all your characters start at level 1, I think some of the enemy's stats might need some tweaking. Because like those bears, for example, are very, very chunky when you start. Okay, so nice. We can get some more items. Definitely going for the items. Heal packs. Oh, a fancy rod. All right. Like, I have a feeling we're going to get smoked by this boss. Okay, so let's go ahead, see what we can put. This ashen rod here, is it good? Magic and resistance? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. Now we got 2 bows here, attack and magic, huh? Does my archer need... Like, does this scale off of magic? Why would I need magic on an archer? Actually, it doesn't even matter. The attack is 35. It literally doesn't matter. It's just straight better. We'll put some more attack on you, I suppose. We also have this dagger. It's only +5 attack. That's not great. Let's see. So let's do... Now we could put items, we can put items in our inventory so that way we can, like, this is unusable now, but we can obviously use it in battle. So let's go ahead and do that. This is a squad heal. I don't necessarily need a squad heal, so I will put that in there. This we'll use to heal the weaker of the 2 knights. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's hit an event here. Events I have found are more likely than not to be fights. Like, this is going to be a really tough fight. 4 enemies and a bear. Now, we can't highlight targets. So if I want all of my units to attack this target, for example, I can highlight that enemy, and they're all going to focus this one, so that way it's not spread out, and it takes longer to actually kill a unit. So definitely going to do that. But our knights are doing big damage now, thanks to those or actually, we just put a dagger on you, so we're actually not doing super big damage from that. Yikes. Big yikes. Awful, awful, horrible yikes. Okay, let's target here. Thank you. Okay, we're hurting here. We are hurting here. Okay, let's actually go into our item bag here. Man, I really don't want to use my squad heal. So let's target you. Oh god, that's not enough to use your ability. Frick. Okay. Let's work on killing the bear. Okay, now we can use our heal plus. Phoenix Blade, should probably use it in the back to deal the most damage. Which wasn't enough to kill. Okay, nice. Way to go, witch. Okay, let's go ahead and brace up. Okay, magic arrow. So is this going to hit twice? No, it just does big damage. I thought maybe because the way that it's targeting is a little bit weird, that you can attack either 2 sides or you can attack the middle. So I suppose maybe the damage is split if you attack 2 outsides, and it's doubled up if you attack the middle. Okay, so we need... Okay, so I basically need one of these to be a healing spot. Yeah, it's just another battle. God, and it's another tough battle, too. Oh, way to go, Witch. That was a sick crit. Yeah, so see, like, the archer can't target this unit. So she has to target that unit. God, the witch is super powerful. That being said, my knight is, like, super dead here. Okay, let's queue up their skills here. Okay, nice. Okay, we have to prioritize this bear. Holy crap, prioritize the bear. Holy crap. Okay, let's queue these up. Can you crit? Please crit. Please crit. God, so close, so close. Okay, we can do this, so we can go ahead and heal plus. Nice. Way to go, knight. Way to go, knight. Okay, take out this unit. Take out the wolf. Flame wall. Let's go. Nice. Way to go. Okay, now take out the wolf. I'm actually just going to use my regular slash, I think. Yeah, that seems to be stronger than... Actually, is that stronger? Okay, we did get the win here. No healing items, though. I guess I'm coming in here, because there's no... Like, if this is a fight, we're just screwed. So we have salves, we have healing packs. How much money? Oh, I got a ton of money. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. That's obviously a lot less. There's also bronze armor. Okay, so I should probably get the bronze armor. But I definitely need the healing packs. So let's buy the healing packs. Salves I don't really care for. I feel like... Okay, so I should get these. I should probably get this. I'll grab the bastard sword. Actually, I can maybe sell some stuff and get rune sword. Like, I don't need this hunting bow. Yeah, and that's more than enough. Okay. All right. Let's figure this out here. So, you need a weapon. So, let's put the rune sword on you. Bronze armor. Cotton shoes. Well, actually, do you both already have stuff on you? Bronze armor, and you have the corded belt. And what was the corded belt again? Oh, this is just attack plus 25. Okay, so we're just going to keep that on you. Then let's put the... Yeah, let's put the extra dodge on here, just in case one of these guys falls. And it increases her speed. Actually, I feel like increasing speed should go to the witch then. Right? So that way she attacks faster? Because she seems crazy strong. And then let's pop all of these. Everything is equipped. I feel like, so as far as the inventory system here goes, right? Obviously it's indicating like, oh, well, you just can't equip it here. Let's go to something I can't equip. So like the shoes, right? It's showing that there's an up arrow here. But what it's not telling me is if there's already something equipped on these characters, which is definitely, I think, would be beneficial. I almost feel like... So, like, this back button is in a bit of a weird place. I almost feel like what I would prefer to see, maybe, because there's only 2 equipment spaces on each of these characters. So I think you could take this button, just make it smaller, move it down here, have the descriptions of the items, as opposed to being this big box over here. You could put it over here. right? Once you move this square down, you have all this space, and you don't need this super tall box because there's a lot of space here. I suppose there maybe are other items that are going to have more text lines, but you could put it over here, and then over here you could have just a list of like character 1, character 2, character 3. You have to have room for 9 characters, which would mean that they'd have to be pretty small, but then you could actually see what items they have equipped to them, rather than having to go back to this screen, see, oh, okay, this knight has this and this, you know, this knight has this and this, come back in here, okay, I want to take this, I want to equip, which knight was it again? Like, you know, I feel like maybe that would be a little bit of an improvement there. Or a different way to do it would be to allow me to select this equipment slot and then give me a list of equipment that I have. That would be an alternative way to do it. Okay, so yeah, so you have more defense, you have more attack. You have a bunch of attack. I may actually... Why is your attack so low? I guess, like, are you not promoted? Huh. I mean, I know that you have 2 items on. Maybe that's why, because the corded... Actually, yeah, that's probably why, because the corded belt is huge. Okay. Well, unfortunately, and then this just brings you to, I think, their website. Okay. Well, let's continue. That's all we can do. And we can just hope and pray. But as you can see here, that's a hell of a lot of health. And as you can see here, my physical damage is doing nothing. And my whole squad pretty much just died off of 1 attack. So that is the big downside to this game right now. I feel like balance is crazy out of touch. I mean, we're doing 35 damage on his 900 health, and he's just smacking me for 100. Like, my main character just died and I lost. That is not the most fun thing about this game, to be honest. Yeah. So, because, like, we don't get any progression here. Like, for the Griffin is, like, the last boss you can fight. So, obviously, we're not going to get that. We get some XP here, and then we get to level up our main class. So, this is kind of how progression works, is you upgrade, like, your main hero. Now, obviously, we got a playthrough. We got another playthrough, so we can rank up our fighter. And this is kind of where progression comes in. So the more playthroughs you do, the more rank ups you're going to get for your classes. And then as you get your classes rank up, I don't know if stats go up. I lied. Stats go up. God. Read the screen, dingus, before you talk. I'm looking over here for some reason. Like, I don't know if my stats go up. Oh yeah, stats go up. But obviously they get new skills. And then as you get your stats up, you're going to get, you know, more powerful and eventually be able to take on. So there is definitely a loop here where you are not going to be able to complete your first run for a while. Right? So there's definitely a grind sense to it, which is why I kind of... The way that this game is currently balanced, it almost feels like it's more of an auto battler. Like, it's going to be more of an auto battler for your first couple hours playing. Like, kind of, sort of, because, I mean, you're going to set it to auto battle, but it's not like you can play it AFK, right? Because you have to choose what stage you're going to go into every different time. So you can't play it full AFK. But you can kind of set it, leave it off to the side. When you notice that you're in a new stage, you can select your stage, go back, and then just kind of keep it looping here. And then once you get some of your ranks up, you know, you get these to rank 4, and then you have your additional skill. Once your classes get more powerful, then you can kind of actually play the game. As far as right now, you know, you only have 1 attack, you have 1 skill. And so you can kind of just let them autoplay, and then when their skill is active, just pop in. Even once you have them leveled up, you could just have them just auto fight if you want to. But there's some of the enemies they seem tough, but again, that's because the whole gameplay loop is to just kind of like, it's almost like beating your head against a brick wall. Eventually, I guess technically you could break the wall with your head, but it is going to take a lot of playthroughs to actually get there. So if that is kind of a downside for you, maybe hold off on this one. Again, I think there needs to be an entirely other class here. There needs to be a rank 1 wizard class, and there needs to be 3 trees. It's just extremely weird that your archer turns into a cleric and a witch. I understand that witch is probably stronger than archer in terms of damage. It seemed like she was outpacing her in damage. But if you're going to give me a bunch of bows as items, it makes no sense for me to all of a sudden level up all of my archers into witches, and then I'm starting to get bows and I have no way to use them. So this class definitely needs to be broken down into 2 different trees. I think the squire tree is totally fine. Knight and fighter are, 2 very, very standard RPG classes. Ronin is a little bit out there. To go from fighter to Ronin is a little strange. Especially this style of fighter. This fighter looks more like a monk to me, or like I don't know, more like a grappler than he does fighter. Typically fighters, I think of like an axe class. Knight to paladin is totally straightforward. But it's still kind of cool that you get a more like DPS, you get a more defensive class probably, and a more DPS class, which is totally fine. Again, this is the class that needs some work. But that's pretty much the gameplay. Again, you just gotta kind of loop it and see how it goes. This might be one that I honestly play a little bit AFK, and then we'll kind of return to it. If you guys enjoy this first video, let me know, and I'll spend a little bit of time grinding, which I can do, just watching Netflix or whatever. No big deal there. And we can come back to it once I put some more ranks in. But that is, what was the game called again? Faenora. It's got a long name. The Wildlands of Faenora. Is that what it's called? Hang on, I gotta open Steam because I gotta get that correct. The Wildlands of Faenora. There we go. I knew it had a long name. I just forgot. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of Wildlands of Faenora down below in the comment section. And if you want to download the demo for yourself to try out, that will of course be in the description as well. The game is planning for a early access release sometime in 2025. That's all I got. I'm not sure exactly when it is coming, but this is the alpha version, so do keep that in mind as well. Don't like to be too harsh on alphas, but just some things in case the devs do watch this that I would definitely take a look at. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, would you kindly smash that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.